I'm beginning to realize that one of the biggest things that girls are nervous about that haven't started before they go in is the auditioning process. That makes sense. You're putting yourself out there, you're getting naked, you're doing something you've never done before. So here's my suggestion. If you have more than one club in your city, go to the club you least want to work at and start there. When it comes to pole work and knowing what to do on the pole, first of all, you don't have to know how to do anything at all on the pole. My absolute biggest suggestion when it comes to getting on the stage is getting up there and moving like literally nobody else is there. Go up and pretend that you are by yourself and start dancing to the music. First, get into the rhythm. As the song goes, as the beat goes, swing to the music. Swing your head, swing your hips. Start to pretend like there is literally no one else in there and start to dance. Obviously, that can be hard, but just try it. Even if there's people all around you, act like it's just a game, like they're not real and you're just an actress. Pretend like it's just a show and none of those people are even real. You're just up there, you're playing around, you're having a good time with yourself. Go up there and have a good time with yourself. And remember to breathe. When people get nervous, they tend to stop breathing. Remember to breathe. Take a deep breath. Just thinking about taking a deep breath, thinking you want to yawn. Take a deep breath. Inhale slow. Exhale slow. And move. Move slow and really, or fast, depending on the music. Just move with the beat. And more movement is better than rigid movement. Don't be afraid. Here's another thing. Get a mirror. Get a full-length mirror and get in front of it and pretend, first of all, like you absolutely love yourself. Even if you don't, pretend like you love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and think about how beautiful you are. And I'm going to tell you what, you are going to come across somebody that is going to fall in love with you. There's a saying that's pretty silly, but it's also really real. Something to the effect of, act sexy and confident as if someone in the room is falling in love with you because you never know who is. Think about it that way. There's someone in that room that's going to fall in love with you. You don't know who it is, but one of those people is going to fall in love with you or is falling in love with you already. So if you go and you act like this, you have this confident attitude and you look at people like, is this the guy? Like kind of look at him like, are you the one that's going to fall in love with me? Are you the one that's going to take me to the VIP room? Like, act like somebody in there is falling in love with you and you don't know who it is yet. So you need to act sexy around all of them. You need to act confident around all of them. And if somebody turns you down, it's okay. It's just a numbers game. Here's another thing. Stand up tall and straight and don't think about things like falling and stumbling or whatever. You want to focus on what you want. Focus on, I'm graceful while you're walking. Focus on the idea that you are graceful and beautiful. Focus on the way that you walk. Here's another thing to do in front of a mirror. Start walking and put your one foot right in front of the other, directly in front of the other, almost even to a degree overlapping a little bit. So you step your right foot forward and then you bring your left foot forward and almost a little bit past your right foot. So it's kind of like, so it gives you this swing in your hips. According to some body language studies and stuff that I saw, women that walk with a swing in their hips, more of a swing in their hips, are more attractive to men. And when they're trying to become more attractive to men, women unconsciously will start to walk more like that. When they think a guy is watching them, they will walk more with a swing in their hips. So do it, and do it shamelessly. The whole thing is a game. The whole thing is an act. The men know it, right? They know it. So to a degree, a lot of them maybe don't, but even if they don't know it, whatever, you're a fantasy You are a fantasy. You're not even real. That's another great way to look at this is you're not even real. It's all just an act. Go in with it as it's just an act. So put your head down and look up at them through under your eyelashes. Tilt your head to the side. When you tilt your head to the side, you release pheromones. They come out from beneath your neck to the sides of your face, and it literally can make guys like you. The pheromones that you give off, it's a scent that you give off, can make guys even more attracted to you, like subconsciously, and like actually physically make them more attracted to you. I don't know how this kind of stuff works, but it's true from what I've heard. Watch movies with super sexy women. Look at what they do. Watch what they do. Watch how they move their bodies. Look at what they do with their chest to put their chest so it's noticeable in front of men. Watch the way that they put their hands and on stage. Man, I used to know this girl that when she would get on stage, she would crawl on all fours and just look at guys, and she would flip her hair, and she would, just super sexy. Was it all an act? Fuck yeah, it's all an act. But it's also super sexy, and she just did it with this super sexy, I don't give a fuck who's paying attention or who's not, kind of just, I'm just gonna be me, and I'm gonna be sexy as fuck. And she did it, and she pulled it off super well. And it was all an act. It was all an act. Hanging out with her outside of there, she wasn't that person. Like, none of us are those people. We can be. And that's another thing I gotta say, I gotta throw out there, is some of this stuff comes in handy in relationships, in real relationships with men in your life, or women in your life, I don't know. But just have fun. Just have fun. Just be playful. Just be playful. Don't put stock on being scared, especially when it comes to the pole. That's just a prop that you don't have to use. Now, you can use it to put your hands on so that you can bend over and keep your arms up on the pole. That'll give your back definition. When you put your hands out on the pole and you bend over, that'll give guys a great view of everything in between your legs and down, like your ass and everything. When you have your arms up on the pole as you bend over, it gives your back a lot of definition. It can give your back a lot of definition and make it look really nice. But don't focus on the pole. Don't be worried about that. Just focus on moving with the music, making eye contact with the customers that are out there. And again, it's all a game. Just have fun. The more fun that you're having, the more fun everyone around you is going to have. It's so weird. And don't be focused on yourself. Be focused on them. Everybody's got self-confidence issues. All of us do. Everyone has self-confidence issues. The guy that you're being self-conscious in front of also has self-conscious issues. So don't focus on yourself. Focus on him. Make him feel sexy. Make him feel wanted. When you're down on your knees and you're looking at your customer in front of you that's at stage, and you're looking at him like, I fucking want to be on top of you right now, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Where did this girl come from? He's not gonna be thinking, well, she could maybe lose a couple of pounds, or well, she's moved a little bit silly there, or well, no, he's gonna be like, damn, look at the way she's looking at me. Like, focus on stuff like that. It's about them. It's about them. Feel sexy. Feel it. Pretend. Just pretend. And the more you pretend, the more you'll actually become that. And the more you get into this, the more you really will realize your self-worth. I can't tell you how many girls I've met that said that stripping has become the biggest self-confidence boost they've ever had in their lives. Girls that were overweight, girls that feel, whatever, just girls that just don't feel good about themselves, whether it's their hair or their feet or their body or whatever it is. They just don't feel good about themselves. But then they go work at a strip club and they start to realize how many guys like them. And they're like, where did this come from? Men fucking love women. They really do. They're hardcore wired to want us. I mean, they're the ones that keep the species going, because if their sex drive wasn't as crazy as it is, we probably wouldn't keep the population going. I'd be willing to bet. So realize that they're going to want you, and the more you act like you are sexy, the more they're going to want you. So don't focus on the self-conscious, what if this, what if that, all the, the potentially bad stuff. Focus on, I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to make my customers feel amazing, and I'm going to look at them, I'm going to treat them like, wow, you are something else. And that alone is going to make them want you more. That's what I got for now. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. I'm here for you. Take care. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.